ain't gonna hold y'all, Kelli was the star of part 2. Angela, I'm shocked. You're shocked? I'm shocked. You're actually disappointing me. I don't think that I will ever get to the point where I felt like Real Housewives of Atlanta was overly produced. What's up, y'all, and welcome back to This With The News. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, and join the family. Thank you. So as y'all know, I am trying to get these watch hours. So please, 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 please watch my video all the way through, okay? Turn it on while you cooking, while you cleaning, while you driving, whatever. Just watch it all the way through. I appreciate y'all. Fuck with y'all. We are trying to get to 1,500 subscribers by the end of the year. I believe we can do it. Y'all got me to 1,000. We just need a couple more, honey. Okay, we can do it. Now, let's get into the recap. I think I'm a little disappointed. I feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta has become so overly produced, so rehearsed, reads. And I don't know if it's because I've been watching reality TV so long and Real Housewives since the beginning. And maybe I'm just too focused in on the shit that they're doing, but I'm like, oh, that was rehearsed. That was rehearsed. Why are we not coming off the top of the dome? I get it. Some reads, okay. But like, all the little jabs you take, all the little side jabs you take and being rehearsed is so fucking cringy, and it's making me like, oh my gosh. I'm being nostalgic, like I'm missing the old days. Please, y'all, get it together, please. Because I can see the magic within this cast, but I can't do the rehearsed reads. I cannot do the rehearsed one-liners. Like, at least make it look natural. If you're going to do a rehearse, make it look like you did it. We're losing the art, okay? We're losing the art. And if you have an inkling of a thought who you think I'm talking about, put it in the comments below, because I want to see if you're on a page, if you're on the same page as I am, and if I am not tripping. Now, the episode starts off with Cynthia. Of course, she comes out, okay? Cynthia, I'm not gonna hold you. I liked the outfit on stage better than I liked it in the pictures. In the pictures, I was like, it's giving nothing. On stage, it actually was giving us, it was giving something, okay? And if y'all haven't seen my review for the RHOA reunion looks, I did do a live a few weeks ago, and I will put it up here. If you leave off this video right now, make sure you bring your ass back. Thank you. So when Cynthia comes out, she asks Andy, what did I miss? He give her a little fake rundown. You know, K. Michelle's a gay man, blah, 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 blah. Pinky's pregnant, boom, okay? So now they get into the whole Shamia and K. Michelle of things. Basically, he like where we left off. You know, K. Michelle and Shamia had this falling, or I don't know if it's called like falling out, but they had this disagreement off camera, okay? And they were getting into the things of that. So Shamia is basically saying my other friends didn't like K. Michelle, okay? Now on screen, the subtitle said, Shamia said, my other friends were trash. I think it meant to say, my other friends definitely said you were trash.
Well, to be clear, it was never about any of the women in this group.
Your other friends are upset, and you said you wanted to make sure
definitely were trash, but it had
let's
nothing to
talk
do with
about this group.
So when it came up that it was brought up to Pinky, I was like, that don't even have anything to do with this group.
Actually,
because I'm like, I don't think she's talking about her friends like that, but okay. Shamia said she was confused as to why K. Michelle brought her back to this group because it had nothing to do with these girls. And why she told Pinky, basically. Portia says, hold on. If I can, you know, insert myself, it actually does. It actually does have something to do with this group because it gave reason for K. Michelle to feel like she had to be on defense and put her guard up. And, you know, it was a manipulative thing. Why I say it like that? But it was a manipulative thing that you did, telling her that. You feel me? Here's the thing. I do think that it was kind of, I don't think Shamia was intentionally trying to be manipulative, but I can see why Portia would say that. You know, I think Shamia low-key got a little bit of, what's the word? I think she has like guilt maybe for being friends with both sides. Because y'all know them girls don't like K. If y'all know the girls, we all know what girls she's talking about. And y'all know they can't stand K. Michelle, okay? So I feel like it played on her in the moments where she's like, damn, K. Michelle actually is really cool. You feel me? And she know all the shit her friends be saying about K. Michelle, just like K. Michelle be saying probably shit about them too. So I feel like it was just like, she was feeling guilty being in between the two. Now, K. Michelle says, the thing is, you're making it seem like as if you just said this shit one time. You brought this up multiple times. And that's when I started to feel away. I ain't gonna hold you. I think us as viewers seen it at least twice. I think. At least twice. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we've seen it twice. So if we've seen it twice, just imagine how many times she said it off camera. K. Michelle then says, you were asking me to be loyal to you in this friend group while still, you know, doing the things that you did in that friend group. Shamia said, you're right. I did ask that. I did ask for you to be a real friend to me. Portia says, so basically trying to form an alliance. Well, most of y'all girls do that. Like, so that's like, trying to point that out means nothing, because if you say they're forming an alliance, the whole couch you on definitely is too. Okay? Them bitches can't. Y'all don't think Angela was wrong for what she did, but if anybody else would have did it, they would have been also fucked up. Okay? So, everybody got an alliance. Let's not play that. Once again, semantics. Everybody loves to play the semantic game. And I can't fuck with that. I just can't. So K. Michelle says, I didn't try to be your friend first. You tried to be my friend. Shamia says, what do you mean by that? I think exactly what she said, boo. I think she said it very clear as that. Basically, she was like, we met up for a dinner, and they was like, when was this? K. Michelle said, about a week ago. Okay. And at that dinner, I feel like you was basically trying to gauge how I felt about these things that happened during the season. Trying to see where my head was at moving into the reunion. So Shamia like, well, I'm happy I wasn't the only one here, and we have somebody else who could tell the story, because clearly Shamia felt like she was not doing that. So Kelli was like, yes, I was there. We did meet up for dinner. It was a nice dinner. Cynthia says, to talk about the reunion. She said, actually, no, we didn't talk about the reunion. I haven't seen K. Michelle all summer because she's been touring. So, did she say summer? Maybe I made that up. But she said, I haven't seen K. Michelle. She's been touring. And so, you know, I went to meet up, see her, and the dinner was great until it wasn't. So Kelli says that during the dinner, basically it got heated, you feel me? They start saying things, and she felt like they both were saying things they didn't actually mean. K. Michelle says she banged on the table. Ooh, shaking the table. She banged on the table and said, you gonna stop that lying, because Shamia basically was in her face saying that she did not say things that she said about the girls, the other girls said about K. Michelle. She also said, she was lying about the things that her mom was wearing, just shit like that or whatever. Shamia says that K. Michelle basically tried to get in her face, and was like basically acting like she was about to fight her.
I said, I hit that table. I said, you gonna stop that line. She was like, you gonna hop up on me? I was like, I ain't gonna touch you. I hop up on my sister, my real sister.
No, she absolutely did this to me. Does this make y'all feel like somebody gone? How the I get in it? Did she not do this to me? I mean, I'm just...
Now, is this what she was referring to when she said that somebody at the reunion tried to fight her? Because in my head, I thought she meant literally somebody at the reunion tried to fight her. Maybe both happened. I don't know, but I was confused. I thought we was gonna find out on this episode. Maybe we'll find out next. I don't know. But yeah, so Shamia was like, yeah, you got up on my face. He was like, K. Michelle said, I don't remember doing... I remember telling you, you gonna stop this lying, okay? Okay, y'all can agree to disagree, because who cares? Who cares? Okay, I personally, I don't. Okay, I really don't. So Shamia said, I was just trying to clear up the lies that you were telling to Pinky on the show, because you said that we came in the club at 2 a.m. and all these things, right? So I showed you the video, and the video clearly showed us being there at 11 something. Okay, I get it. Anything with your mom you want to clear up, I completely understand. Honestly, the moms being so deep into this season as if they holding peaches is crazy to me. I am tired of hearing about the moms. Unless the moms gonna come on this show and clear some shit up, let's stop talking about mamas. You want to talk about mamas? No, I actually don't. Okay, let's stop talking about the mamas unless they're about to come sit on the couch. If they ain't doing that, quiet on the creek, babe, please. Now, K. Michelle says, well, it don't matter. It really don't matter. The whole point is, ain't no reason for your mama to be in the middle of a hookah club in Atlanta calling this lady a Jezebel. The lady in question is Portia. Okay, Portia says, what? You call me, your mama call me a Jezebel? Your mama a Jezebel. Here we go, Mama Gate 2.0. Shamia like, you gonna believe her? Like, you just gonna believe what she said like that? So K. Michelle was like, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Like, how would I know the things that was said? And they like, what was said? K. Michelle then goes, she said that your mama said that, and you could tell she's in her head trying to figure out what was said. And in that moment, Shamia says, I ain't gonna lie, because it was funny, because you could clearly tell she was trying to figure out what she was gonna say. I don't think she was lying though. But you know, she's trying to get her story straight. She don't want to be like Shamia, missing details and shit. So Shamia like, yep, come up with a lie. She said, I am not lying. That was hilarious. She said, I am not lying. How would I know about the pipe? Everybody like, pipe? So they're like, what is this pipe? Because Michelle says, she said that your mom called her father to come fix a pipe. Was he there to fix a pipe or lay pipe? No shade. Sorry, Shamia, I had to do it. I had to do it just one time. Sorry, y'all. Because fix a pipe, y'all know the old school saying. I'm just saying. Might have been there to say something too. So at this point, I feel like everybody can agree that, you know, let's leave the moms out of it. Okay, let's leave the moms out of it. Because Portia says, stop talking, don't talk, keep my mama name out your mouth. Shamia says, keep my mama name out your mouth. At this point, it's just okay, whatever. Andy tries to calm everybody down. He like, let's just keep mamas out of it, okay? Y'all had dinner and went bad. Where are y'all going from here? How are y'all doing now? K Michelle said, you know what? I always have Shamia's back. You feel me? And Shamia is saying, same. I had yours as well. And she like, I don't know if I can, of course I'm gonna still be around her and I want to build a relationship with her, but I don't know if I can trust her moving forward. Shamia says same, okay? Now, Kelli jumps in and she say, honestly, it makes me sad to see this happen in between y'all because I feel like y'all shouldn't let the other couch dictate how y'all gonna move forward with each other. At that moment, Portia, Angela and Drew all speak up like, other couch, like they so appalled. Baby, she didn't say no names. She didn't say no names. Yep, I'm playing a semantics game now too. So what? She didn't say no names. Why y'all feeling so guilty? Why y'all feeling so moved by that? Angela, we know you're bored. You just want something to do. You're bored as fuck. You can't wait for your segment. You just want to talk. Okay? So at this point, Angela jumps in to try to take a jab at Kelli. She asks Kelli if she's homeless. Do she have somewhere to stay? Kelli says, yes, I do. Then Angela says, but you're about to lose your business or whatever. And then Kelli comes back with the foreclosed home shit. And then she say, don't nobody on that couch got a brick and mortar. Portia make a comment like, we're making millions online. This is my whole thing, okay? I'm not gonna hold y'all. Beginning of the season, I was not fucking with Kelli. I feel like she was backing down from Portia. And then when she finally did activate on Portia, I don't know why it happened, but I'm happy it did because it showed, okay, maybe this little thing got some spice in her and I fuck with it, okay? But I fuck with Kelli now. I say that to say I do fuck with Kelli now because I fuck with anybody who stands up and go against the masses, okay? She on that couch by herself. At this point, ain't nobody really on her couch saying shit. She going against that whole couch to the neck, okay? No fear, okay? And doing it without budging. Like, honestly, her reads don't sound like they rehearsed. You can tell they're coming off the dome. Angela and Portia. Drew too. Like y'all should be shit. Phaedra too. The whole couch got rehearsed reads, and that's no shade, but it's showing. Okay, maybe if y'all gonna rehearse them, make it look natural. Okay, so I say all to say I fuck with Kelli, y'all. I fuck with Kelli, and I'm actually excited to see her next season and see what she do because I love when a bitch can stand up and be like, now what? Who got something to say? Fuck with it. After the commercial break, he asked Cynthia, how is everything with Prince? What is it, Prince? Le Prince? And if there's wedding bells in the future, she says absolutely not. I think Cynthia needs to just have fun. Girl, you had 2 marriages, you had 2 divorces. Just have fun, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? Clearly, they've been making music together. She made an EDM song. They played it on the stage. It was cool. I liked it. It was a little, it was a little bop. I'm fucking with it. Now, we get Pinky's package, and once that wraps, she is talking about her bankruptcy because, you know, that was pretty much her storyline for this season. Now, she said for her, she's happy with the results and how things end up. She said that bankruptcy is a tool and she will most likely use it again and if she has to, and she also thinks some of the ladies on stage would as well. Phaedra don't like that. Phaedra didn't like that. She didn't like that at all because she's like, a tool. I find that crazy that you think it's a tool because you had investors, black investors, okay, that invested $25 million in your business. Pinky says, I had white investors too. She said, yeah, but you had black investors give you 25. She said, yeah, but mainly white investors. But it don't matter about the color. It don't matter about the color. That's capital something something money. Pinky was not here for her coming for that. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't either because it's just like, what Pinky was about to say next was very important.
It is a tool, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a tool, because people really don't know the real story of what happened. Because I'm a professional, I protected a lot of people, and that's none of your business, okay?
And I didn't ask.
But you inserted
and all
yourself.
you do is
it could have
brag.
happened to you. It could have happened to anybody.
No, it couldn't happen to me because I'm self-funded.
So she said it is considered a tool, okay? And the thing is, y'all didn't see everything, okay? I kept a lot of people, I protected a lot of people within this. So for me to say that it was a tool, that's what it was for me, okay? She's like, it's so much more that y'all didn't see, and I'm not going to tell it. Phaedra says, well, I'm not asking for you to. She said, yeah, but you just jumped in though. Got you with that one, bitch, because you damn sure did. She did not ask you to say anything. And what's up with Phaedra only showing up at the reunion? I'm over it. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. I don't give a fuck how much of a vet you are. I don't give a fuck how long you've been on this show. Girl, you only trying to talk at the reunion gives me you don't want the smoke during the season. It's giving scary. It kind of reminds me of Kim Show in the beginning when she was like, so what's up with Phaedra? All she be doing is laughing, cackling, mumbling and cackling. That's it. Girl, give us some no's. It's tired. It's tired. We don't want it no more. Return back to sender ASAP, please. Like that shit don't move me. It really don't. Like, it don't move me, not even a little bit. Pink says, let me teach you something about business. She said, you don't need to teach me about business. I know how to do business. She said, win a case. She said, when have I ever lost one? She said, call Bobby Brown. She said, I was Bobby Brown's attorney for 8 years. If he didn't want me there, I'm pretty sure he would have left. Now, hold on now. I don't know how true this is, y'all. Once again, you know, on the internet, I did see that supposedly, allegedly, he said every time she represented him, he went to jail. And y'all know Bobby was on that shit, so maybe he didn't have the thoughts to remove you. Because he wasn't worried about that. I don't know. But, I mean, allegedly, that's what they were saying. Word on the curb, okay? Now, Pinky started going off and throwing her accolades. And she said, you know, in 14 years, I built 8 chains and I've made 20 to 30K yearly. I think she meant to say monthly from her restaurants because, yeah, 20 to 30K a year is not a tall feat for somebody of her stature. No shade. But... yeah, I think she meant to say monthly. But I get what you're saying, boo. I get what you're saying. Pinky says, don't judge my walk because I don't judge your walk. Phaedra comes back and says, the only thing you do on this, within this friend group is brag. And she said, you damn right. She said, if you're going to brag, pay your bills. She got her with that one. That one kind of ate. I ain't going to hold you. Now, one thing I could say, we do not see Phaedra in the blogs for anything financial, okay? She got them finances on lock. I'll give her that. I'm not gonna lie, I think Pinky ate her ass up though. I think in general, I don't feel like she thought that Pinky was gonna come back this hard at her. She ate her ass up. She really did. Now, Andy says, I think the girl's problem is that you are being flipped about filing for bankruptcy. You feel me? Like, kind of like being braggadocious about it. Once again, you just, you know, you brag a lot. And she says, no, I feel like I am showing that I came up out of a bad situation. And that's what I'm doing. Now, the girls start trying to explain shit to her. You know, they're going back and forth, not in a heated way, but kind of trying to make her see their points. And honestly, I feel like it's good points made on both sides. So Pinky starts to name all these big companies that file for bankruptcy, and you know, people aren't saying nothing. She says that when white people file for bankruptcy, people are like, okay, cool, go start another business. But when black people file for bankruptcy, it's looked down upon. And I do have to agree with it. It is looked down upon. Honestly, I don't feel like these girls really give a fuck that she filed bankruptcy. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like, I don't think that's the problem. I low-key think that, low-key, high-key think that they are saying something because she came up out of it. Okay, now let's be for real. That's what it is. Because if she didn't, they would have been talking shit about it. You feel me? And I feel like because she came up out of it and she is showing the win of it and basking in that, now it's like, oh, you're doing too much. You know, trying to humble a bitch. That's what it's giving. Why y'all trying to humble me? Didn't Angela was about to file for bankruptcy last year? Nobody said a fuck thing. I don't care if she didn't do it. She was. She talked about it on the show. Nobody said nothing. Y'all didn't even say nothing about the possibility. Shut the fuck up in here. So Pinky says that they don't actually understand what's happening and they just going off the things that they see on social media. She says that basically the money that all the investors gave her, in so many words, I'm paraphrasing, but in so many words, the money that the investors gave her went to where it went where it was supposed to go. Okay? She said the thing with her was she put her business in the hands of the wrong people. They mismanaged it, and that's where the problem arises. K. Michelle jumps in for her and say, I'm not gonna lie, I've had conversations with Pinky, multiple, and I've seen her cry because she really wanna figure this out and make this right. Kelli also jumps in and say, honestly, I feel like her just showing the greatness of coming back from such a bad thing is important for people to see, especially business owners. And then she brings up the fact that Angela was about to file bankruptcy last year. Angela says, but I didn't though, but you thought about it. But you thought about it. If it was so bad, why would it be a thought of yours? Angela says, the thing is, I come on the show and I expose all my failures. Girl, I think all the newbies came on and exposed their failures. Kelli has been showing us all fucking season how bad she is going through it, okay? How broke she is. Pinky, she came on here and talked about bankruptcy. She has also done it. First season, that was Pinky's first season. Shamia, she talked about, she don't really got too many fails, but the failed fucking, what is it? The peach rum shit? She talked about that. Girl, you ain't the only person who come on here and talk about their fails. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The most disappointed person to me that I am disappointed at is Angela. Girl, what happened? Like, you was the breakout star. You was the, like, you had all the motion. And now it's just like, how you gonna hate from outside of the club? You can't even get in. That's a feeling it's giving me. What happened to the MVP? It's like you got lost in the sauce somewhere. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck happened, boo. But you losing me so bad. Cause, oh my gosh, you losing me so bad. It don't even make sense how bad it has gotten. And I just want you to come up out of it because you are really great. You are a great reality TV star. But right now, you kind of, what is this? Sophomore, what do they call it? I don't know. Sophomore jitters? Is that even a thing? I don't know. But girl, figure it out. Because the way you moved this season, never do it again. Okay? Matter of fact, take notes. And then revise and move forward differently. Angela brings up the fact that, yeah, I was about to file for bankruptcy, but I wasn't talking about how I buy people foreclosed homes. Well, maybe you couldn't do it, okay? Pinky says, well, two things could be true. I could be also filing for bankruptcy, and I can still buy your foreclosed home. Y'all forgot, my husband got money. Thank you. Thank you. The man who said he would pay the $5 million, okay? The man who also owned a bunch of restaurants. Successful businesses. So maybe you couldn't file bankruptcy and buy somebody foreclosed homes. That ain't your ministry. You ain't moving it like her. You ain't got it like her. Why you mad? Like I said, these girls be mad. They really do be mad. They don't like when we pop your shit. They wanted to humble Pinky. And that's what that was. Whatever. Yes, Pinky does brag a lot. Yes, she do. Yes. And I don't want that to be her whole storyline. And I hope next season we not just talking about her businesses and her money. Yes. Show us your family life. Show us your shit with your husband. All that. I get that. But these girls are mad too. No shade. Now we get Phaedra in a little corner saying, well, how could you say that when your child's dentist bills was also on a bankruptcy? Girl, shut up. Shut the fuck up. How about that? Okay? And you too, Drew. Because Drew keep making hella faces. You want to get caught by them cameras so you could be on the trailers? That's what I mean by rehearsed reads. Girl, hang it up. You is not making all them faces. There's no need to make all them faces. Bitch, sit back. Sit back, wait your turn. Okay? Please wait your turn. That's all. I am so mad that this show feels so overly produced to me now. Like, it's hurting my fucking heart. It really is. It's hurting my heart, babe. Oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. Now, they bring up Meatgate. Now, y'all know Kelli is the one who really started the rumor about Pinky eating meat. Okay? They run that clip back. Kelli says, you know what? I am so sorry. Because, you know, I've seen you at this steakhouse, whatever, popular steakhouse in Atlanta. And I'm like, thinking, you know, you going there eating meat. But after going to lunch with you at that same steakhouse, I see you have a personalized menu that you eat from. So I'm sorry for saying that. Shamia takes that time to apologize to Phaedra, because she liked Phaedra when we was talking on the phone. I thought you were saying that she ate meat. So I do apologize to you for that. Now Phaedra is taking it back because she says, but yeah, Pinky didn't apologize to me.
Shut up, girl.
Now Kelli just had to tell this girl to calm down because she's making a baby upset, which I agree with, because these girls gonna have they stuck in their ways. They gonna think what they think. It don't matter. So when Phaedra is naming off the things that Pinky said about her, she's saying like, you drugged me for filth. You said I ate cadavers. You came for my wigs. Girl, these are all things that people say on this show. Like shade that people throw. You are heard about shade? Like what? Like I said, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Like it really gives that with that couch, and I hate that. And not to even break it up from couch to couch, but I mean, you feel me? Now, Pinky said, you know what? I'm not going to give you an apology because you went to the higher ups on me, basically saying that something about a significant device. I took it as basically Phaedra was scared that I'm thinking it was a pew-pew, you know, like that Pinky was gonna come at her with a pew-pew or whatever. And I'm like, did she call the higher ups? Did she didn't? Because Andy jumps in for Phaedra and says, well, Phaedra, if she really wanted to go to me or New York, she would. Like, from knowing her on the show, she would make that call, and she didn't make that call. So, I don't know. And I also don't believe Andy. I don't, because I just don't believe him. Like, I don't. And I think, and I don't know if Phaedra did call the higher ups. I really don't care. Clearly, you on the show still. Clearly, he said he liked this cast, so I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on the show next year. But it's just like, the shit is, all the shit, the biasness and all of it is just a little fucking annoying. I'm not gonna hold you, because once again, like I said, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when they do it. And I'm over that. I really am. I hope next year we get some fairness throughout the whole cast, okay? It don't have to be one couch against the next couch. Let's show fairness to everybody, please, babe. We're a grown-ups. Why are we acting like fucking children? Like we're in elementary. And my whole thing is, for Phaedra to feel like she was being threatened or was gonna be threatened for whatever, girl, did you not forget that you made a fucking threat for real? You fucking told Portia that somebody wanted to drug her so they can sexually assault her? Is that not something somebody should be threatened by? Like, are we forgetting history? Please remind her again, Kelli, because Kelli took the time to do it. And we're gonna talk about that too. In the end, they both agree that they don't have a problem with each other. Cool, let's move on, okay? Now, Pinky tells us that she did get that. They did get picked up by a big production company for Edgewood. So Edgewood will be coming soon. A big network, not production company, a big network. So Edgewood will be coming soon. Cool, congratulations. Can't wait to see it. I hope it really comes through. But she did say the ink ain't dry, so, you know, we gotta, wait. Now, one thing about me is I hate when people try to make everything a moment. Like I said, overly produced. I've been talking about it for a while now, and I feel like Drew took this time to make the whole her coming to the auditions and Pinky saying some shit a moment. You wanted to read off your resume, which is cool. I'm not mad at you for that, because people do be saying you ain't working. Clearly, they talking shit because we know you be working, okay? We know you're a child actor, okay? But she said that basically she didn't audition because Pinky didn't go through the proper protocols. She is part of the union, which means she has to go through the proper protocols. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Do we care? Not really. So they take a break, and Drew goes into Portia's dressing room. Portia tells her, you know what? I'm tired of Kelli lying about this whole sleeping with a married man. So I hired a polygraph to come and polygraph me, and I will get the results today. Cool. Okay, whatever. Literally. Like, what? Like, what's the validity in that? Be fucking for real. Now, when we get back on stage, they bring up George Gay. Let's talk about George, okay? Now, Shamia says she met George through her best friend, who she do like team building exercises with his employees or whatever, and he also donated to her foundation. She also said when she met George, Ashley has been with him every single time. All right, cool. Now, honestly, I'm over talking about the whole George shit. I'm irritated by it, and it's so fucking irritating to talk about, because every time we talk about it, we get into the details of it all. You feel me? You have to say this shit word by word by word, or a person is wrong. You know your intentions are behind what you said, and you could probably fool the dumb people, the people who ain't critically thinking or lack critical thinking skills, but you can't fool the people who understand what the fuck you was really trying to do. You was trying to paint a narrative. Like Shamia said, if you don't get in front of it with this group, then it will grow. And it did grow, even though she got in front of it. And that should show you what the fuck she did it for. Like, that should show you why right there. Like, you still trying to play the semantics game. You still want word for word. I didn't say that. Oh no, I never said that. Ashley told me that. I just said that. Girl, shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. Ashley told you if you made it up out your motherfucking brain. It was wrong. It was wrong. Admit it was wrong. She can't even admit that because she know you lost that one. Sorry. Nobody fell for it. Try again. Anyways, like I said, Angela is doubling down on everything about George Gate, which is fucking wild to me, and nobody says anything about that. Everybody is mute. Nobody has nothing to say about that. Kelli jumps in and say, why you keep trying to put people on people? Why you keep trying to say this person is sleeping with this person and fucking this person, but you don't believe that your husband is cheating on you? And you got something to say when people say your husband is cheating? That's a word. That's a question that need answer, Angela, because why do you do that? Why do you think that's okay? Okay? Angela tells her to find a husband. Kelli said, I was married to my husband for 11 years and I didn't have to have a baby to keep him. Ate that down. Ate that down. That's what I said. I ain't gonna hold you, Angela. Your husband be giving these hoes ammo. Be giving them ammo to talk shit about you. So Andy asked Angela, did she make the rumor about George because Shamia said to her daughter that she was nicer than her? Angela says no. She said the only person that she ever tried to build a friendship with or relationship with in this group was Shamia, so I guess she was hurt by the fact that she called her messy. Now, if I'm wrong about this, let me know. But didn't Shamia call her messy from the jump? Or not messy. Messy and prying into the shit with her and Portia, her and Drew. With her and Portia since the beginning? Like literally since the shit happened? Even at last year's reunion? How was... You knew this while trying to build a friendship, so I'm confused. Like, you still tried to build a friendship though. Shamia says she's tried to put Falcons players on me, Hawks players on me, and George. I don't think that warrants me calling her messy. It doesn't. It doesn't. It literally does not at all. Now we know the reason why. Because I know y'all love to be like, oh, it's because Shamia never apologized. Okay. But clearly Angela just said it's because she called her messy. So does her calling her messy warrants her putting niggas on her as a married woman? Please answer that in the comments, because y'all love to get in them comments talking shit. Talk now. Thank you. Now, basically, Andy say, okay, where do y'all go from here? Do y'all think y'all could be friends again? Whatever. Angela said, you know what? I don't know, because she started me with a cease and desist. Shamia said, let's talk about that. Because the cease and desist, it states, either talk about the facts, say names, say who I slept with, who told you all the shit, or cease and desist. So basically it's saying speak the fuck up or shut the fuck up. To me, that sounds like she giving you the green light to run your mouth about who she slept with, and you still ain't doing it. So what does that sound like, classroom? It's a lie. That's what it sounds like. You're lying. If a girl was giving me the green light, who I've been talking shit about all season, who I had, oh, you slept with this person, you slept with that person, and she's literally giving me the green light to say it, I'm gonna say it. I don't want to hear, oh, I'm trying to protect the source or to protect the person. If that was the case, you should never brought it up at all. Angela, speak the fuck up or shut the fuck up. Thank you. So Shamia says you have more smoke with me than the people who said they would fuck your husband or want to fuck your husband or did fuck your husband, whatever. Angela said, so you saying Portia fucked my husband? She said you said she did. Now this is the thing. I've been saying that since day one. I don't understand how you have more smoke for somebody who laughed, or even if she did talk shit about your husband, who did that, but not the person who literally said they would fuck him. Portia jumps in and say, okay, since you want to bring me in it, she extended grace to me because I apologized. Does that make it right? You a grown-ass woman. You don't say no shit like that about somebody's husband. Like, you don't. And if okay, she is okay with it. Clearly, she should be okay with Shamia calling her fucking messy then. It's not that fucking deep. That's what we're saying. So Portia didn't say that Shamia and Kelli was talking shit about her husband after moving forward. And Portia was saying like, I don't know that man. And they were saying like, girl, that's not what you just said. That's not all the things you said. You was saying shit as well. Honestly, I think everybody was talking shit about her husband. I think all these girls talking shit about each other's people. Like, let's be for real. Like, why? Come on now. Like I said, the things between Angela and Shamia ain't that deep. It could be done and over with. But clearly, Angela needs somebody to hate, because that's what it seemed like. And he's like, can you just apologize to her, Shamia? Even if you did apologize already, can you do it now? Shamia says, I am sorry for laughing. I am sorry for talking shit about him. I am sorry for whatever you think I've done. Cool. They asked Angela to apologize. Angela say, I am sorry. Because he said she almost lost her job with the NBA. She said, I am sorry for making you lose your job. But I don't want you to not have work or whatever. But it's not like you need it. And don't talk about my husband. Girl, keep that motherfucking weak ass apology. Keep it. Shove it. Shove the apology. Keep it. Throw it away. I don't want that shit. One thing I do want to mention is that Shamia said she apologized for the laughing thing, but she didn't. They showed a clip of her doubling down, and clearly Shamia be lying too. Shamia be forgetting shit, lying. Shit, everybody on this motherfucking cast be lying down there. Almost everybody. It's a few of them who who be giving to us pretty straight. I give you that, but most of these hoes lying. So we start to talk about Kelli and Married Man Gate. Okay, now Portia tells them like, you know what? I've heard these things. I mean, I've seen the text messages, and that's how I know. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't she say she heard the man say it? So now you see the text messages? You heard him say it girl, I don't know. Because she said she seen text messages in her friend phone. But then she said she heard the man say it. I'm confused, okay? But basically, she told them that she took a polygraph test. The results came back today. Now, she passed, okay? Am I shocked? No. I'm not shocked for multiple reasons. Did Kelli sleep with a married man? Maybe. Honestly, she probably did. Honestly, I'm not putting it past her, but also, I feel like a lie detector test is not enough for me. I'm not gonna hold you. It's not enough. Honestly, when they was showing the results, her getting the results, she was looking at Drew as if she heard the information already, the results back already. I'm not trusting your polygrapher. Like, what? If anything, let's set up one together, or the network set it up and we do it like that. But I'm not trusting yours. Like, you're the one with the accusations against me. Why would I trust the person you paid and you took it somewhere else? Like, be fucking for real. Phaedra basically say that shit wouldn't hold up in court either. So it's just like, girl, what was the point? You wasted your money and our time. Now, Portia says, the thing is, you keep going in these interviews and talking shit. I thought we was cool. If you want to beef, we can have beef. I got more for you. I ain't gonna hold you. I agree. If you don't like that girl and it's a problem, keep that same energy, okay? Kelli said, I'm gonna keep my foot on your neck. And she said, I'm gonna keep my foot on your little bitty back. That was funny. I'm not gonna hold y'all. That was funny. That got a little cackle out of me. It really did. Kelli starts to say, well, isn't it convenient that this person is Phaedra's client? Like, that's very convenient that it's Phaedra's client who has this information and all the shit. She says, you should have said something. You feel me? I've came to your house plenty of times and you never even asked me about this man. You never even brought it up. And Phaedra says, well, that's because I didn't start this. It didn't come from me. She was like, yeah, but you validated it. She said, you said that it was, you seen the shit, it's your person, and it didn't have anything to stand on. No legs to stand on until you did that. So you part of the blame too. Why you didn't come to me? She said, because I asked my client. She's like, so what? You should have still talked to me. And she still should have. We know Phaedra be lying too, so it's just like, who the fuck is you supposed to believe at this point? And y'all know niggas be lying too. So it's just like, I don't know. Kelli says it's basically crazy how you are believing the same person who got you fired from the show for some shit, for some lies and shit. Portia says, how cute, a fan. You really a fan. Remembering another moment from the show. Another rehearsed read too. How about that? How cute, another rehearsed read. Please, I'm over it. I am so fucking over it, okay? Kelli said, if y'all not gonna name names, I don't want to talk about it. I really don't care. Put it on the flow or leave it on the playground. And I agree. Let's name some names. Everybody want to bring shit up but don't want to name a name. Drop a name, huh? Like, get in the booth, bitch. Like, for real. So, Phaedra, like, you know exactly who I'm talking about, and you know the man in the kitchen. Kelli say, oh, you talking about? They say the name, okay? And they like, okay, who is? So clearly is the man that Claudia Jordan was talking about on Reality TV with the King, which is a live that they do on YouTube every Monday. She said that basically Portia and Kelli both dated this man, and she said that he was like really messing with one of them. I don't know which one. I can't even tell which one after this talk, honestly, because Kelli was like, oh, you mad about him? Oh, you that's why you don't like me for real? And Portia said, no, actually it's not. And from that, I can't really tell, was he serious with Kelli or was he serious with Portia? I don't know. But I'm happy they confirmed that Cynthia wasn't lying. I mean, not Cynthia, Claudia. That Claudia was lying, okay? She has some tea there. So Shamia starts to jump in and she is directing what she's saying to Angela, but it does look like she's directing it to Portia. Portia says, don't say nothing to me. I'm talking to Kelli. Let me talk to Kelli. I'm not talking you to Shamia. And be quiet before I tell them who you really was with during BET weekend. Once again, I'm tired of the accusations. Put it on the floor. Shut the fuck up, please. Put it on the floor or quiet on the creek, please. If you're not going to say it all, don't say it. At all. Like, literally, don't say it at all. Why are we throwing out little eggs? Speak the fuck up. If you want to talk shit and you want to expose somebody, expose them. Because other than that, I'm going to take everything as a lie. I'm sorry, I am. If you ain't coming with facts, receipts, and tea, everything's a lie. So Andy says, where do we go from here? Portia says, to hell. And that was the end of the episode. So I guess shit is going to get a little bit more spicier in episode 3. I'm not gonna lie, I really like this. I like part 2. I think Kelli showed up the most. I was surprised that she went at that whole couch and didn't give a fuck. A round of applause for Kelli, okay? Breakout star of season 2. I didn't think you had it in you. Not gonna hold you, I didn't think you had it in you, but I'm happy you here. Now, if you made it to the end of this episode, please drop a purple heart below. Remember, watch the whole video all the way through, even though we made it to the end. So I hope you listened to what I said in the beginning. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.